The Romance of Tristan and Iseult, Abridged version. This is Tristan. He lives in a land called Leonese. Fortunately, he was kidnapped and ended up in a land called Cornwall. In Cornwall, he met King Mark, who he became best friends forever with. Now, in order to help out King Mark, he decided to fight someone called Morholt, who lives in Ireland and was demanding a tribute of maidens from Cornwall. So, he fought Morholt, killed him by stabbing in the head and leaving a splinter of his sword in Morholt's head, but then almost died. In order to fix the fact that he was almost died, the people in Cornwall decided to put him on a boat and push him out to sea. After floating around for a while, he ended up in Ireland, where Morholt's niece healed him, then he ran away before they could realize that he was the one who killed Morholt. Now, back in Cornwall, the king's barons have decided that he needs to marry. Of course, the king doesn't want to marry, so he gives them a promise that he will marry the person whose hair he found in his room, brought to him by doves. Of course, Tristan recognizes the hair as belonging to the person who healed him in Ireland, so he goes off to Ireland to try to bring back Iseult, the person whose hair that was. In Ireland, the way he's able to get Iseult is by slaying a dragon. After a long story involving the dragon's tongue and Tristan's pants, he manages to convince her to come back to Cornwall with him to marry the king. Unfortunately, on the way back, they get thirsty and drink a love potion that causes them to fall madly in love. After a long adventure involving lots of adultery and outwitting the king realizes what's going on and tries to kill Tristan and send Iseult to a leper colony. But Tristan jumps out the window of a church and saves them both. They live in the woods for a while, like dirty people, and then feel bad for the king, and so they give Iseult back and Tristan goes away forever. Tristan ends up in a place called Brittany, where he becomes best friends with a different king, and marries a different girl, also named Iseult, only she's called Iseult of the White Hands. Tristan gets almost injured unto death again, and sends for Iseult the Fair to come save him again. But unfortunately, he dies just before she gets there due to some treachery on the part of his new bride, other Iseult. When Iseult the Fair realizes that he's already dead, she also dies of grief. The end.